A special thank you to EA for inviting me and providing early access to The Sims 4 for rent. Before we get started with today's speed build, I wanted to mention that I'm doing a giveaway for The Sims 4 for rent, courtesy of the EA Creator Network. Thank you so much for that. If you'd like to enter the giveaway link is in the video description below, but I'll also put a link in the comments section below as well. So as you can see, we are building in San Sequoia on this 40 by 20 lot. This is the lot right here. It's such a weird shape in the world of San Sequoia, but I thought it's perfect for townhomes. So we're building what is called Gilbert Square Townhomes. They're kind of a modern / industrial vibe kind of townhomes, and there is a whopping 8 units in this build as well. Rooftop access, which we're putting together right now with very tall half walls. I wanted to go a bit higher to give the build some more elevation, but also to, I don't know, make the roof spaces feel a bit more private in between the attached units. So I did mention there's 8 units. That is above the default of 6. So yeah, let me just say the game really struggled. There was a hot fix released the other day that helped fix the wallpaper lag, but now if they could just fix the unit creation lag, that would be great. I had no problems before the hot fix, but now like I got up to 4 units and like the game was just freezing and freezing. I was actually afraid it was going to crash. I saved so many times because I just did not want to lose my unit assignments. So yeah, it just took way too long compared to like the Zosul luxury apartments. Like that was so quick, and it's such a bigger build, yet this one it really struggled on. I don't know. But each of the townhouses has a basement unit, and what's really cool is that you can see like the sunken basement level. That is just there to bring natural light into the unit below, but also there is around back the same thing. That is how you'll get to the basement units, which the basement units aren't just the basement. It's actually the basement and that very first level. So there is some above ground component to the basement unit. Or units rather, and it brings in natural light, but also just feels more like a proper house. And I have to say some of the basement units definitely are a bit bigger or maybe nicer than the upstairs units, but I don't know. I mean, every unit is great. I mean, it just doesn't feel like you're living in a basement unit. Let's put it that way. But the upper units are also nicer in a way because they have more outdoor space and they have the rooftop access for each unit, and they all have their own separate. But with the lower levels, I did like a split level open air kind of thing for the staircase, you'll see. And then each unit has its own style and colors again. I wanted them to be the same, at least on the outside, but feel and look different on the inside. So we have different colors. We do have the same cabinetry used throughout, maybe some of the same bathroom items, but ultimately they are very similar, exact copies of each other basically on the inside. With the floor plans, just how things are laid out is slightly different. Like sometimes the kitchens are in different spots, or you know, a bedroom is in a different spot, or I kind of laid out furniture differently. Like on the one unit, we have like a full-on office right on the like basement unit's upper level, which is the living space. So with the basement units, there's 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, a walk-in closet, and then like an area for a study space or just like a lounge or a TV. I didn't put TVs in any of those units because when you go up the level here, that is the main living space. So you'll have like your living room, your kitchen unit, and maybe a dining room. Some of them do have dining rooms. Some of them have island seating instead of a dining table. But then the upper units here, you can see they all have L-shaped stairs, and they are all also open air to capture the view with this nice like floor to ceiling window and the both levels there. And then we have the rooftop staircase going in as well, which was a little tricky, but just the way it had to be positioned, it makes the second floor of the actual townhouse a little weird. Like the bathroom is really tiny, but I did manage to cram in one bathroom up here, which is part of the primary bedroom, but it's basically the only bathroom on that level. I thought about trying to occupy the dead space next to the staircase that goes to the roof, but there really like wasn't like if I put the door at the end of the staircase, you wouldn't really be able to, like, it would just be a toilet and a closet. So I decided no other bathroom up there. And then there's a bedroom as well. Some of them have kids' bedrooms, and the very last unit I actually made like a baby nursery because I thought that was nice. And there's some more like baby related items scattered throughout the townhouse as well, just to kind of make it feel like a family of Sims live there and they have a young baby, or they're about to have a young baby. Good storytelling, I think. The nice thing with the end unit is they get a little bit more space with their staircase. Like they get a little bit of a bump out there just because they're on the end there, but still nice. I'm just trying to center up the lot as much as possible. So we have front and back access there. The back access is obviously just for the basement units, but we are now putting together a kitchen. So Gilbert Square Gardens, or well, actually it's Gilbert Square Townhouses near Gilbert Gardens, hence the name. In the description of this actual lot, it did mention Gilbert Gardens as the name, so I thought let's just reuse that. So it's Gilbert Square Townhouses. They're already available on the gallery. Here is the gallery listing. And it's a 40 by 20 lot, 8 units, which is above the default. It has a value of 206,638 simoleons, which is pretty pricey. I mean, there is one unit that is empty. I did kind of furnish it and paint the walls and put some basics like some bathroom fixtures or like kitchen stuff like cabinetry or something like that, but I didn't do any other furnishing. I thought that it was cool to kind of make it look like somebody hadn't moved in yet. Or at least give you the opportunity to customize a unit to your liking and furnish it how you'd want. Like if you were to have your Sims move into the unfurnished one, which is I think the third one in, and I call that like the dark unit, or it's brown, but then there's also like black. Again, back with that black, beautiful kitchen. But as far as packs, I used a total of 10 packs. For this build. So you'll need For Rent, Growing Together, Eco Lifestyle, Bathroom Clutter, Everyday Clutter, Dream Home Decorator, the Spa Day Kit. I used that for some of the bathroom finishes in some of the townhomes. Home Chef Hustle for the kitchens, because I just love how those kitchens look and the variety of colors. Like they look so nice, but yet you can make the colors into something fit, like, you know, like you can make it fit into the unit you're wanting to kind of style a bit differently, and it gives you just more variety compared to the other kitchens. So yeah, and then the last one is Tiny Living and the Modern Luxe Kit. So quite a bit of packs there, but not too bad, I don't think. You know, 10 packs isn't like, it's not everything. So, you know, I think it's definitely accessible to everybody. As far as rent in this place, the rent is actually very affordable. Here is a screenshot of the rent. So like the highest I think was like 272 simoleons, but it averages around there. The one unit that isn't furnished actually has less rent. So that's not really fair. But you're averaging around 200 to 270 simoleons per day, which I think is pretty affordable. And the units themselves have different values, but they range from around 40 to 35,000, depending on furnishings and different items that I put in each of them. But yeah, it's coming together quite well. We're doing this first unit on the very end. This is like the white light clean unit, and this is the first one that has a kids room. I used the Modern Luxe bed, and then I did this thing where I'm like tucking the shower walls into the wall. That way you don't really see the back of the shower, and it just like the fixtures come out of like the normal wall, and I think that looks so cool. I did that pretty much with every tub and shower in the place, or in the entire row of townhouses, just because it just makes the bathrooms look so much nicer, not having the like default walls in there. We also throw some marbles up on the roof of this unit, and this is more stylized for a kid's room. It could be for anybody. I kind of went more towards like pink or pinkish color here, but you can easily change a couple swatches and turn it into whatever you like. If you want it to be a nursery, you could easily do that as well. I did put the blank frames that came from the Growing Together pack around, and you can throw your Sims photos in there. So I thought like these are townhouses or townhomes. So, you know, throwing your Sims generational photos in there, I think, is important and makes them feel more homey. So now we're working on the basement unit. This is the upper or second floor to the basement unit. This is like the main living area. This is also the portion that's above ground. So yeah, you'll see the kitchen come together. This one has a nice dining room. Then we put the living space over here. And it's pretty open. I thought about throwing an island in there, but then I'm like, no, let's not do an island, because we can put the islands in the other units and lay them out differently, just to give them a unique like feel. Even though the floor plan on the lower portion of the basement levels, like where the bedroom and the closet and stuff is exactly the same between each unit, I wanted the living spaces to feel different. Like Sims got to move in and kind of customize like how they wanted it to feel, or maybe they had a chance to customize how they wanted the basement unit to be, you know, or like when this development was being built of townhomes, you know, each Sim that owns the townhome or whatever got to pick what their basement unit looked like or how it was laid out. So, and then you can rent it out. But yeah, each unit, I'm pretty sure I included a dishwasher, or at least tried. And I also included trash bins as well. And we do have trash cans outside on the staircase going up. And then we have a couple of trash cans that I put off to the side. I don't know if I recorded that part. I know I didn't record landscaping because this build was already super duper long. As you can see, we're another 30-minute video, but it just takes so long to do. It took me a good probably 2 to 3 hours just on furnishing itself. So it's just a lot, you know, like, you know, you're not doing one house anymore. You're doing, I don't know, 4, or in this case, 8, because I'm doing 8 units. So they're 8 kind of separate houses. It's really a lot. It takes a lot of time. And that is why I left one of the units unfurnished, just to kind of save a little bit of time, but also, you know, you can customize it how you'd like and change it up how you want. So this is the light blue unit. As you can see, the kitchen, and I matched the fireplace. Each unit does have its own fireplace, which is super nice. I thought that's kind of important. It gives it more of a homey feel, but being in San Sequoia, I mean, you do get the seasons. It's less tropical, so I think it's more fitting. This unit also gets the new hot tub from For Rent, which is like this tropical stone looking one. So it's a nice looking hot tub, I think. I would like to have just like a plain hot tub that's like a modern style, kind of like picture dream home decorator cabinets, like the white ones or like the light wood or something, and then just put it around a hot tub, kind of like just white and flat and no like extra decorations, like no plants sticking out of it or anything weird, just a flat cut off hot tub. No like roof over top of it or anything like the one we got for the birthday of The Sims. Like I just want just a basic boring hot tub, but I would love a style like that. So we're putting the living space of the blue unit together. I tended to do like the townhomes first. I did those levels first, and then those styles kind of influenced what the basement units look like. So this one has more like blue, soft blue tones and different blues here and there. And I kept the kitchen a little minimal here. I did kind of throw in some extra clutter in some of them as well, just to make them feel like different Sims obviously will live here. And I also threw in the different appliances. So most of them have kettles. A couple of the units actually have the rice cooker and the kettle. Those are both from For Rent, and they are new items, so the kettles are nice. I don't do coffee pots anymore because I'm pretty sure you can make coffee with the new kettles as well as teas. So it's kind of redundant, and I do kind of favor the kettle more just because of how it looks. I'm also running around placing light switches right now because I feel like that brings in a little bit of realism, but for some reason, some of the light switches I had to put behind the door, which would be super annoying in real life, especially if you're going into a bedroom and the light switch is behind the door. It's like, that's annoying, you know, like it just doesn't go with the flow. Originally, this is what the brown unit becomes, but this was like an orangey red unit, but we do tone that down a bit because I just felt like it was a bit too harsh. So yeah, that one does become the brown one, and that is the one we do leave unfurnished. But again, like I said, I put I put some of the main fixtures there, like the bathrooms and the kitchen. I don't believe I did the kitchen in the basement unit though, because that would allow you to position the kitchen wherever you wanted if you were going to put a kitchen in there. Again, you can make that basement unit whatever. You don't have to rent it out. You could make it part of the main unit, and you could have it be like another living space with more bedrooms even. So that's another reason why I didn't put a kitchen in that one. It's just that way that unit is kind of fully customizable. I mean, you'd have to add a staircase inside somehow to get to that basement unit if you didn't want to go outside. But if you still want to rent it out, you still can. You just have to furnish it and then furnish the townhouse itself. So this is another kid's bedroom, but this is more dinosaur themed, which I think is so fun. I did put in the cloud, but then later on I found the dinosaur rug, which is actually just another swatch of this one. But yeah, this one's a very cool room, very fun. And I like that moon lamp that came with Growing Together. That's just really nice. So then each like upper staircase area also is a bit different. Some of them have bookcases. Some of them just have a picture and a little like table, like an end table kind of thing where you can just kind of throw your keys or whatever. These closets on the basement units were a pain in the butt. Just trying to get them lined up. You'll see me fight with them frequently, but that's like you'll place one, but then if one is like slightly up higher when you're placing it just because you like moved your mouse or something, like it just positioned it differently, and then you go and grab it to try and like lower it down, it grabs all of them, and then you're moving all of them and you're not just moving the one that's stuck, and it's just so annoying. But I do fight with it and I do win in the end, so that's important. And this is another basement unit. This time I flipped the desk around, and this is more like a music person, I think. Originally anyway, that's what I was going for. This one's also fun because I believe, yes, this is the one where I put an island in. So we forego a dining table and we actually put in a kitchen island and you just eat there. And this is also the really cool, like, living room where there's like, I used the, like lit shelves from the Home Chef Hustle kit or stuff pack. I keep calling it a kit. It's a stuff pack, but I'm so used to kits. It was so long that we had a stuff pack. So I still call it a kit. I don't know why, but it's not a kit. It's a stuff pack. But I used those shelves from the stuff pack, the Home Chef stuff pack, to create like this wall area, which is like an open air bookcase slash storage. It's purely decorative, I think, but it just creates like this really cool like feature of the space, and it's something totally different that you don't see in any of the other units. I also found this like bust of a head. I think that came with For Rent with a couple of different swatches. I throw in a record player here using Move Objects, a little smart speaker, and just a bit of clutter around, just kind of fill it. I did find the books later on, but they would not slot onto those shelves, annoyingly. So we just leave the shelves open like that. I kind of feel like just keeping them simple and clean a little bit, or just have some space to allow you to put something there, is quite nice. It still feels very lived in and very customized to whomever would live here. And then this is what will be the unfurnished unit. I am just going around finishing the flooring and changing the tone. And this is where we go with black, because I'm just like, yeah, let's do black again, because black was so fun to do, especially in the Zosul luxury apartments. I did a whole like black, basically similar to this like color actually. I think it was like brown and black. Yeah, you can see me fighting with the bookshelf there too, and it was like snapping above all the others. It's like, no, you go down. So this one has black elements in it everywhere to kind of coordinate with the kitchen, and black bathroom fixtures as well. But yeah, so this one is fully customizable to you however you like. There's 2 bedrooms up there as well. And the roof space, I also did not put any furnishings up there either. So now we're on the last unit, which this is more of like a beigey, light wood tone unit. I'm just borrowing some items and remembering that I need to put in the dishwasher in the units. The nice small compact dishwasher from the Home Chef Hustle Stuff Pack. Gonna get that right. I also do change the color of some of the staircases to match, and I did that throughout the builds actually to match the flooring. Most of the units use the new flooring from the For Rent pack. There's like this nice heartwood, but this one actually uses the flooring from the Eco Lifestyle expansion. So I kind of wanted to mix it up and have some different hardwoods in this one and different wood tones, and kind of more like it's like a beigey tan. I don't know how to describe it, but it's totally different. And this one is also laid out differently with the basement unit. The kitchen is a big L shape, and then there's like an L-shaped island, or almost like not a square island. There, it's more of an L-shaped because you can sit at both sides. You'll see as we go together. And this is the baby room. So this is where I thought we'd have the nursery. I do throw in a bassinet in the primary bedroom as well, just in case, just for that storytelling. And that's where I swapped the dino rug because I found the dino rug. We put some baby books in here and a lot of the different baby clutter just sitting around on little tables. I did think about a rocking chair, but there really wasn't any floor space for that. But you could easily throw in a rocking chair on the first floor, and you can sit with the baby in the rocking chair. But just a very cool room. And then this is the primary bedroom going together, and I shuffled the dresser off the one side. That way it kind of made it look like the Sims moved the furniture to basically fit the baby bassinet in there. So yeah, this is kind of where we throw that in. I'm like, yeah, let's shuffle that way, and then that makes room for the baby bassinet, and it works great. Yes, and then this is where we throw in the little side table, more pictures. That way you can throw in your Sims family portraits and stuff to make these feel like real homes. And I thought that even though that sign probably doesn't say that, the one I put on that table up there, it came with the Modern Luxe kit. I kind of envisioned it saying something like family, even though it probably doesn't say that at all. I mean, it's Simlish, but I was just using my imagination there and pretending it was saying family, and you just had like that little table there that just kind of signified your family. So this is probably like the coolest basement unit kitchen, next to probably the black unit. I do really like the black in this Home Chef Hustle stuff pack, but this is a really cool kitchen, and I think I made really good use of the living space in this unit. Not to say that I didn't do that in all of the other units. Like, I really do love the blue units basement unit where I have like that feature bookshelf thing, but then this one is the one where we put like the full-on office/study space right here off the kitchen, and it's just totally different. But again, that's what I was going for. I was making each unit feel like they were different, like a different Sim lives here, and they do, and they can. Like, the units you will see, there's 8 units, so the basement units are actually rented out, as are the townhouses above, but the only ones that get the roof space are the townhouses. But hey, that's okay. I did think about going a floor higher, but then I'm like, I don't know if it'll let me, because like I already have the basement, which counts as a floor, and then I have 3 floors above. So I think, well, actually thinking about it though, we do have like the staircase to the roof, and that allowed me to put like a roof and stuff up there. So I probably could have gotten away with another floor above ground, but yeah, nah, we'll save that for another build. So there's plenty of ideas rolling around in my head. I want to do some like ultra modern ones, but I don't want to do another 8 unit. like I think I just want to stick with like maybe 6 units, or maybe do something like 4 units. I don't know whether they would be townhouses or apartments, but I definitely have this picture of something like very ultra modern, like with a lot of glass and natural light and very clean and simple, but like I can see it in my head, but I have no idea where I'm going to build it yet. I was kind of thinking where the community center lot is in San Sequoia. Like that's a big lot, but I kind of thought about making like a couple of rental units on there, and then kind of, even though it wouldn't be like the active living center or the community center anymore with all the, you know, objects, I could still incorporate everything that that kind of place would have. So maybe I could even throw in a spa. I'm not really sure yet. If you think that like ultra modern apartments should have like a spa feature or a spa room, please drop a comment below and say, please include a spa room, because then I know I should probably include a spa. So we are into the screenshots. As you can see, this is the exterior of Gilbert Square Townhomes. The back is actually just as much stylized as the front, but you can see the staircase going down to the basement units. The townhomes above have a small like deck or back patio space as well. That kind of acts as like a roof over the basement level, but it doesn't cover it like fully. I didn't put anything in the basement units like cutaway on the ground level there. I thought about putting some landscaping, but then I'm like, no, this is the unit layout. So these are the basement units. You have the different colors there, and then these are the upper units, and then it eventually just becomes a whole bunch of colors and lines. And I can't hide them because then, you know, you wouldn't see them, and I can hide different units, but that's just, yeah. So that's all the unit layout. It's just a bunch of colors. And this is the first unit, the light unit that we did. This is that basement level there. And then we have the closet and the bathroom sink, or bathroom sink, just, well, there is bathroom sinks there, but the bathroom itself. And then we have the upper living space of the basement unit, which is actually above ground, but still very nice. And then this is the actual townhome portion of that unit, which absolutely beautiful. I'd love to live in this. Like, that's just so cool. I mean, look at the view, and especially since this one is that like corner view, it got that like bump out. So you get like this great view there. Then you have the primary bedroom and then the primary bathroom. Again, they're small. I don't include screenshots of this like every single place, but I kind of feel like we should include at least some. So we do. Just to kind of show what those look like, but they pretty much all look the same. This is the blue unit. We have the basement there. And then again, this is the bedroom in the basement. We have that walk-in wardrobe, and the bathroom as well. I kind of did that one backwards, but that's okay. This is that beautiful bookshelf storage area that I created, and I think that looks great with this living space here. And then, yeah, the kitchen, and this one has the island. And then we're into the townhouse portion, which again is also blue, but still a beautiful space nonetheless. This one's definitely more homey feeling, I think. Shoved a little bit of bookshelf under the stairs there. That way you can kind of display your Sims collectibles or whatever. Throw your marble jar on there. This is the kids' bedroom, the dino room / whales. Very cool room. And then this is the primary bedroom as well. And then the rooftop space with that beautiful hot tub. This is the empty unit I was talking about, or the brown / black unit. Again, you can furnish it however you'd like. It's almost completely empty, except for light switches and, you know, like this is the bedroom. So again, you can kind of lay it out however you'd like. Roof space also completely empty as well. And then this is the basement level unit. Again, there's no kitchen there. Oh, and I just noticed we're missing a closet piece there. I'm probably just going to be missing in the gallery version, but oh well. Again, maybe you just have to bring a piece of your own closet. And then we are in the final unit that I'm going to show. This is the beige unit. This is the basement portion of the beige unit. Again, very pretty. I love the living space of this unit. It's so pretty, especially that study area off the kitchen. Like, it's just so nice. And then we move into the actual townhome. But yeah, you can find Gilbert Square Townhomes on the Sims 4 gallery. My EA ID is Simified. Also make sure to enter the For Rent giveaway courtesy of the EA Creator Network. Thank you so much, EA, for that. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you haven't already done so. Leave a comment and let me know which townhouse is your favorite. But yeah. I do hope you enjoyed this very long speed build. I do thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.